Breaking news on this Saturday morning. Another European capital is on high alert. Belgium is bracing for a possible terrorist attack.
Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News This Morning at 6.
Well, it certainly looks pretty outside. A beautiful start to your Saturday morning, but as we know, looks can be deceiving. Good morning. I'm Joy Benedict.
And I'm Louisa Hodge. Yeah, did you feel the wind this morning?
It's definitely whipping around. Hold on to your hats type of a day.
Absolutely. Enough to wake you up this morning. We have a red flag warning in effect. We have wind advisories in effect. It is warm outside as well. We're seeing temperatures skyrocketing into the mid to upper 80s. We're going to hold on to that warm weather, sunny conditions the next couple of days, then cooling off by your Monday and chance of showers on Wednesday.
All right. Thanks, Louisa. Well, breaking news, another European capital is on lockdown this morning. This time, it's Brussels. The Belgian capital is home to NATO and the European Union headquarters. This morning, the government says there is an imminent terror plot. CBS News correspondent Alan Pizzi is there.
The terrorist alert level here in the Belgian capital has been raised to 4. Alan Pizzi, CBS News, Brussels.
Well, the investigation into last week's terror attack in Paris has now led to 3 arrests in Turkey. Turkish officials say they detained 2 Syrians and a Belgian. They say the Belgian has had contact with the Paris attackers. They are being held on suspicion of aiding and abetting the Islamic State group. And Parisians marked 1 week since the terror attacks by taking back their city. Thousands partied at an indoor concert hall. There were also solemn remembrances. And at 9:20 last night, the moment of that first attack, music filled the street. Well, new this morning, an ISIS flag has been found at the scene of the deadly hotel attack in Mali. 20 people were killed yesterday, along with 2 terrorists. Now, one of the victims was an American, Anita Datar. She was a healthcare worker from Maryland. Datar led an American-funded project to improve reproductive health in developing nations. And we're getting new video of Mali police and troops holding up the flag of ISIS. It was found inside the Radisson Blu Hotel in Mali's capital city. Forensic investigators worked overnight removing bodies. Dozens of hostages were saved by French and American special forces. The president has ordered a 10-day state of emergency along with 3 days of mourning for the victims. And ISIS may be drugging its fighters with a mind-altering amphetamine before battle. Former ISIS recruits and defectors say they were given drugs by their superiors with the promise they would be stronger and tougher. One ex-ISIS fighter told CNN he took hallucinogens that made him go into battle not caring if you live or die. Well, since the Paris attacks, more than half the governors in this country have said that Syrian refugees are not welcome in their states. California's Governor Jerry Brown, though, has said those refugees are welcome. But now we've learned he wants the feds to hand over their confidential background and security files before they can come here. CBS 2 political reporter Dave Bryan explains.
At a time when hundreds of thousands of Syrian and Iraqi refugees are running as fast as they can to get away from the ISIS bloodshed, Governor Jerry Brown has been one of the most supportive state leaders in the country.
We are learning more about the Downey police officer who was killed in a botched robbery attempt this week. As the community is certainly mourning his loss, we have learned he did something pretty incredible right before he died. In a post on Instagram, Officer Ricardo Galvez talks about pulling over a woman who had an expired registration. The woman told him she couldn't pay for the registration because her husband had recently passed away. Officer Galvez let her go with a warning. But then he writes, "So today I walked into a AAA and paid for her expired registration. I'm sharing this story with everyone not for recognition. I am blessed, and this lady touched my heart." Well, one of the suspects charged in the officer's murder went before a judge yesterday. The 16-year-old's family insists he did not kill the officer. CBS 2's Dave Lopez was in the courtroom.
On judge's orders, you will not see the face of 16-year-old murder defendant Abel Diaz.
Fire crews raced to put out a fire in Beverly Hills office building last night. Sky 2 was overhead just after flames broke out on the 6th floor of the building. Now, there were people inside working late. Thankfully, though, none of them were hurt, and firefighters were able to get things under control in about a half of an hour. Coming up, a man wanted in the murder of his wife claims the U.S. wants to silence him for what he saw at Ground Zero. We have a preview of the 48 Hours investigation. And attackers beware. Women are arming themselves with a new type of brassiere. We're going to show you how it works. Authorities in Denver are fighting to bring a man living in Argentina back to the U.S. to face trial for his wife's murder. Kurt Sonnenfeld claims the U.S. really wants him back for what he saw working as a cameraman after 9/11. Here's Erin Moriarty with a preview of tonight's 48 Hours.
Kurt Sonnenfeld is a wanted man in the U.S.
And you can hear more about this 48 Hours investigation tonight when the show airs at 10 p.m. right here on CBS 2. Well, there is a new product on the market designed to give women a fighting chance if they are attacked. It's called the Booby Trap Bra, and it provides a little pouch for either a knife or pepper spray. The woman who designed it came up with the idea after she was attacked on a jogging trail.
And since I've created the bra, I have not had to pull it, but it is there for me just in case.
Booby Trap's owner says women have told her it happened so fast they couldn't even get the pepper spray out of their purse. That and her attack led her to create the bras. Well, a pre-Thanksgiving storm is pummeling much of the Midwest this morning. Here are pictures from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. More than a foot of snow has fallen in some areas. Today, the slow-moving storm will dump its wintry fun on Chicago, Michigan, Indiana, all before moving north into Canada. Well, does pay-per-mile insurance really pay off for people who hardly get behind the wheel? We're going to take a look coming up. And it is officially flu season, so you can get vaccinated for free today at a health fair in Arleta. Walgreens is one of the sponsors and offers free flu shots every year for those who need it. Professionals are on hand to vaccinate people who don't have insurance or can't afford a flu shot this year. So head to the Branford Recreation Center on Branford Street in Arleta to take advantage. We'll be right back.